across America, students are being forced into getting permission slips signed for movies they are of age to see. Do students really need permission slips to see movies that they're of age to see and are part of classes? Up next is an interview with a teacher from Armstrong High School who is against movie slips. What are your thoughts or feelings on students having to get permission slips, PG, and movies?
I think it's kind of unnecessary. Well, I guess it depends on the grade level, obviously, but PG pretty much means anybody over the age of 5 can watch it. PG-13 is anyone over the age of 13. And my way of looking at it is that, truthfully, if you could legally go to the movie theater and buy a ticket, then I don't know why it needs to be an issue in school. But this, on the flip side of that, I understand why it's a rule insofar as it only takes one complaint or one incident for, something to potentially be blown out of proportion. But I think it's unfortunate. I just plain and simple. I mean, PG-13 means 13 or older, and if you're 13 or older, then and it's a base legality.
Why do you think students should get permission slips signed?
Well, I think the idea behind the permission slip is basically kind of going to what I said before. It only takes one. If you get a permission slip signed, then it kind of covers the teacher, it covers the principal, it covers the school, if there were to be some kind of challenge or an issue brought up later.
Do you think students should be able to decide considering they are of the required age?
Well, it goes back to what I kind of said before, right? Like it's a legality. You can legally go into a theater and purchase a ticket, so you should be able to legally watch it in school under your own right. But unfortunately, when you're a student in school, you don't have your plethora of rights. It's not a free system in that regard.
Do you really think teachers should show a movie that would poorly affect or influence their students?
Oh, no, not at all. I think that if you show a movie, it's got to have a purpose. It's either to enrich something that you're discussing in class or to be the focus of what's to be studied or something like that. Now, and that's probably the argument for permission slips, regardless, is it's subjective what is good for or what isn't necessarily good for.
Final question. Do you really think we need them?
I think it's sad that we need them.
What are your thoughts or feelings on students having to get permission slips signed for PG and up movies?
Well, I think it's a good idea just so the parents know what their children are watching and to be safe, because not everybody believes the same things and permits their children to watch the same things.
Okay. Why do you think students should get permission slips signed?
So that you have evidence that their parents approve of what you're showing.
Do you think students should be able to decide considering they are over the required age?
Well, some of my students aren't. Some are. You mean required as far as 13? Yes, they're over 13, but not yet adults to get permission without their parents.
Do you really think teachers should show a movie that would poorly affect or influence their students?
I don't think I show anything that does that. I think everything is something that we worked with in class, so it has relevance.
Do you really think we need that?
The slips?
Yeah.
I was told that we do, so that's why I send them home.
In conclusion, we have yet to agree on one answer over the other. It is truly up to those affected to decide how they feel about movie slips.